Man, what's going on, world? Listen, I got no microphone. Yeah, I don't have the clip on me today. I didn't bring it. I knew I should have brought it. Something told me I was like, I came into work today. I was like, I'm gonna have a lot of work to do. I'm gonna have my work cut out for me. Maybe don't bring the microphone, but it ended up not being too bad. If I'm honest, it was all right. My coworker covered a lot of ground. Well, covered a bit of ground for me, and I did most of the work. So that's a good thing that I was able to cover, myself. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to project a little bit, so hopefully you can hear me. But I also might tilt the phone slightly. So I don't know. We'll see about that, man. You know about them solid few. It's a solid few. Shout out to them. They know who they are. Hey man, I need a haircut. Trying to grow the beard out. Mustache is grown. I need to trim that shit, but they do all that at the barbershop, so it's whatever. But yeah, man. Let me tilt right here. Over this way, man. We over here in the conference rooms, as usual. Nice little kicking spot. I always be here. I'm always in here, man. What is this shit? Hold on. That's different. I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, I'll always be up in here, just doing my thing. I was looking at my notes, so I don't know if I've covered this. I think I did it in a different video, and maybe I didn't use it. So sometimes I record some videos and like I just don't like a certain thing in there, and I don't feel like going in to find it and edit it. And sometimes a lot of videos should just be like a long format, or how do I explain it? Like I don't want to say long format, but it should be a one take. You know what I'm saying? So if I have like little cuts, a lot of it's just like showing scenery or like my surroundings or something like that. But for the talking part, I like to have it as one take. So whatever I was saying in some of these like 20, 30-minute videos, I was just like, you know what? It's not going to work for me. It's not going to cut it. Something about it don't sit right with me. I was speaking on something that maybe I shouldn't have been saying. So a lot of, I just do a lot of these talking ones, so I forget what I've said and what I haven't. But even if I end up repeating myself, if you've heard a video where I repeat the same thing, either let me know in the comments or, just go ahead and let it ride, because, the videos will find who they need to find, and whoever needs to end up, hearing this will hear it. And a lot of times I'm not trying to say that I have the best advice to give. I ain't saying that shit. I got some shit on the top of my mind, so I'm just gonna go ahead and whatever. But anyway, the shit that I had thought about came from I was reading this book. Every now and again I'm at work, knock out the work early, and I got like maybe an hour or two left, so I do some of these recordings. But if I have 2 hours left, I might do some reading. And recently I've been reading The War of Art. So hold on one second. I keep this book in my bag. Man, hold on, let me put this right here. The War of Art, Stephen Pressfield. So I've been reading this book, every now and again. I'm in the second portion of it, So there's like I believe there's 3 portions, but a lot of it, hold on. A lot of it deals with procrastination, if not, doubting yourself. And I guess like what I wrote in part of my notes, I'm going to try to reiterate. And like on some long story short, I had oh snap. I thought I had booger on me. I'm tripping. But if you're an artist, man, if you got ideas, you got bright ideas, anything, man, go ahead and let it flourish. You're over here. There's a lot of people that just don't put it out there. There's a lot of creative people. I would argue that everyone has their own form of creativity. You got to find out which you flourish at the most. You understand? Like some people, like, you put a football in their hand. Matter of fact, them catching the football, they make it look real good. If you watch Deion Sanders highlights, you can sit there and watch, Marshawn Lynch as a running back. I'm just giving you small examples. Even Michael Jordan handling a basketball, it's like it's art. Muhammad Ali, the way he found the angles, leaned back and punched Frazier, for the knockdown, like there's a lot of art in that, a lot of art. There's a lot of science in it, and you'll find things that you flourish in, whether it be sports, whether it's the actual practice of something. Martial arts has the same thing, and if it ain't that, then it's something else. You know what I'm saying? It's some actual practice of let's say like painting or like writing or something. Everyone has their own little thing, man. A lot of these things require tools. A lot of them just require you to just create. But in an age where, you know, if you're viewing this, more than likely you're viewing it on your phone. And if you're not viewing it on your phone, you're probably finding it on like the, you know what I'm saying, public library type shit. So if you ever at the public library, that means you don't got no resources or money to get the resources for the phone. But if you are like the majority of people who are watching this off a phone, that means you have money to get the phone. The money you spend on getting the phone, you could probably save up and spend the same amount on your actual art tools, supplies, or even like your sports supplies. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be boxing gloves, whether that be, you know, hockey gear, hockey puck, whatever it is you do, man, just go ahead and express yourself a little bit. But having these ideas, these bright ideas, and having these thoughts, and never, you know, one thing, it's one thing to never share them, because, you know, you might deal with the criticism or some shit. You might deal with the scrutiny of being wrong or something like that. And you won't know until you know. And, you know, for that, I think you should just go for it, man. You don't want things to stay as an idea. I think you want to do whatever. And I say this as someone who works a 9 to 5 and right now is doing a lot of overtime, because, you know, a lot of times you put, you know, I'll give an example. It's 24 hours in a day. You know, you sit there and put 8 hours at the job, and then how much time does it take to go to and from? So for me, it's about 30 minutes max, probably like 20, because I'm like down the street type shit. But for other people, it's really less convenient because they're commuting to work for like an hour or 2 hours. So if you're commuting for like an hour, that means like that's 10 hours of your day, bro. You lost 10 hours of the day. And then how much is left? 14. So you got like 14 hours left. And that other time is probably spent. So out of the 14 that's left, you're probably spending 6 to 8. Let's just say 8, like you're getting a good 8 hours sleep. So 14 minus 8, you got 6 hours left. And a lot of people spend that time doom scrolling and just finding things that either inspire them or just entertain them. So, but I think you need a healthy dosage of entertainment. Let's be honest. You need a healthy dosage of entertainment. You also need a healthy dosage of like hygiene and food. So we can cut that in half right now. That's like an extra 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? 3 hours that are dedicated to your hygiene, your health, your eating, all that shit. If it ain't commuting, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like other things you got to do, take care of people around you, whatever's going on. If you're a family person, whatever. But anyway, you have that other 3 hours, and it's just like you can do that. You can use that either creating your content or just, you know, flourishing, doing something, finding some time to practice. There's people that before or after work will find time to work out. And you could probably do the same thing. And I'm just saying, you just got to find it. You got to find what your thing is. And like, you know, I say all that to say, like, certain people will find one thing and flourish at it, or people will find multiple things, finally come across the one thing and then flourish at that one thing. And some people will just do shit. You understand? But it's like, I'm more on the mindset of like, just do something, because you'll sit there and criticize other people that aren't trying to do anything. And you'll know, man, a lot of people who have these strong opinions about, like, you know, people's art or people's expression, they ain't doing shit, and they're barely doing enough for themselves. And you'll hear it a lot. I've ran into a couple of people where it's just like the big excuse is, you know, I don't know about that because I have like kids to deal with. And I'm like, it feels wrong to have your kids as the excuse. Oh, I have a school and work. And it's just like, I understand, but those school and work things, if you're going to school for your passion, that's one thing. But if you're going to school to get like a higher degree, if not certification, so you can get a better job, these are things that are financially going to help you or support you, so you can do your things you're actually passionate about. There's people right now that do like those traditional Filipino tattoos for no charge, man, because it's just part of their passion. They just wood tap. You know what I'm saying? There's people who do a lot of things for passion, and it's like a lot of things don't have to be documented. You don't have to do what I'm doing. A lot of things don't have to be filmed and recorded and all that. They don't have to be spoken about. It's true. But I need people to understand, it's like, don't let the job that you're not happy at be the excuse to not be the artist that you really are inside. And that's what I'm saying. Because people will hear the harshness in what I'm saying, hopefully not, and you think that I'm like having this criticism about you. And it's like, I don't even know a lot of you guys. I can give a damn, if I'm being honest. But I think you're robbing us of seeing your potential, and you're robbing yourself, more importantly. And I see this all the time with people that I actually personally know, or like actual loved ones, that'll make something else the excuse for why they aren't doing what they think they want to do. Because if you thought about it, why haven't you acted on it? That's my thing. You understand? People have all these other thoughts, these other negative thoughts about people. Like, oh, you know, someone might talk about a relative, someone might talk about one of their former best friends, say something negative, but they'll never necessarily say it to them personally or in their face. And it's like, if you know, it must not mean that much to you. And since it doesn't mean that much to you, it's like, bro, go ahead and do the productive thing. Go do some productive shit. So I don't know, man. That's just the way I look at it. It's like, oh shit, I lost my train of thought. do the thing that's like, what am I trying to say, bro? Like a productive habit. You understand? Don't get in the habit of like sitting there downing yourself and even doubting yourself. Like you're downplaying yourself. Like, yeah, if I had more time to do this, I do the same shit. There's times where I need to go to the gym. I'm like, when are you going to get back in the gym? Like my coach might ask me. Someone I know that boxes too might ask me. And I'm like, man, I got all this overtime. I don't know. So I'm using this job, which is the reason for stability, as excuse for something that I kind of want to do. But I am actually, you know, I'm always creating. So it's like the majority of my energy and like the priority of my energy is put into just creating and doing the art stuff. So that is one way to look at it. But I also need to like think about my health and just like also getting the release of all the pent up, I won't say pent up aggression, but you know, the tension, if you will, getting all the tension out. Because a lot of times, like, you know, some people will just they don't really know how to deal with their tension or their aggression, and they'll just argue with people. They'll argue with loved ones. They'll make fits and, again, excuses and fights about stuff. And rather than just, shit, man, go outside, go play basketball, go do something. Hit some push-ups at the house, go do something, you know what I'm saying? People will sit there and watch the game. You watch a basketball game, watch a football game, that's like 2-3 hours. Every time it's a commercial, man, go hit some squats, go do something. So get your energy out, man. Get yourself expressive, you know what I'm saying? And this applies to introverts too. If you're an introvert, bro, it's like you can do things on your own time. You don't have to do it for the world. I'm not asking you to do things for the world, but just make sure that like, and you'll see it, man. You'll catch it with people that have these like harsh criticisms. It'll sound like they're talking about themselves, but really they're throwing shots sometimes, and you'll hear it. But you know, for me, like I try to do my best to speak on myself. That's why I tried to reference like me going to the gym and whatnot, because I'm slacking on the angle line. But everyone else, man, I need you guys to get on board with just like applying yourself a little bit, you know? Having these criticisms about people your age and older, or even people younger than you, which is worse, you know? Do the productive habit. When you find yourself like criticizing, gossiping, and talking about people, just know that you should be doing something else. You understand? There was something else I wrote in the note. I just forgot what it was. I'm probably going to tap into it on the next one. But it was something like, I don't know if I can close this. Hey, I don't know if I can close this. But if not, see, I don't think I can risk it. I don't know if I can close this. Anyway, I'm waiting for that clock out time. You already know, man. I got the chronos coming up soon and all that, so I'm just watching the clock right now. But yeah, man, for everyone who's like, there's an artist in everyone, man. I want to see more people just, I'm surrounded by people all the time that have these ideas that don't want to do anything. Someone literally tell me the other day that, and they ain't doing shit, but they were telling me like, they're really into sports, and they found out about this dude who, I forget, he works some kind of job at like the docks or something. I think he works at the docks. He said, yeah, there's a dude who works his job at the docks, and on his break, who reviews sports that he watched last night, or like clips, and then he'll have like opinions about it, just do like a little short whatever, and just post it on social media. And then he kind of blew up, and actual sports figures, like certain players, started reaching out to him and replying to his tweets or whatever the fuck, his posts or whatever. So, you know, you could be anybody just with an opinion and you'll be found. But it ain't about being famous, bro. It's about like, you know, that's really how you feel. Let people know. You know what I'm saying? That's really what you want to do. Make it happen. That's all it really is. It's like, just make shit happen. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Film something. Say something. You know what I'm saying? People feel like running all the time. Go run. Do it, man. People act like you got to hit a milestone. Like, I ain't going outside unless I can do a mile or 5 blocks. It don't matter, man. Last time I went jogging, I ran like 5 blocks up the hill. I got tired. Obviously, you're going up the hills, so that's different. But and then I ran another 5 blocks going like on like a flat back street. And I got tired too. A lot of it is mental, man. A lot of it is mental. A lot of it is just like doing it, first of all. And then as you're doing it, you're going to start figuring out, because you start doing things consistently. It's like, yeah, okay, I understand how to get this done. The same thing happened with all this video stuff, all this editing, bro. Come on, man. Like the videos, the editing. When I got the Elgato for the Switch and the GameCube, same situation. You understand? When I got the beats and stuff, same situation. You know what I'm saying? So just stay creating, man. You're not gonna hear me have a strong opinion about some shit that I ain't dabbled in. I dabbled in most shit, most creative endeavors, most physical trainings, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be weight training, boxing, cardio, all that shit. Like I've dabbled in all of it. You know what I'm saying? Growing up and just up to this age, all, different forms of art. I just got done watching, I forget the dude's name, the Dry Creek Wrangler. That dude, he was explaining something about, he was reading a book of poetry and he was reciting a passage in there or something like that. And he was breaking down people like exploring the different arts and exploring themselves and all that. But and he's a dude that wrangles horses and shit. He's a straight up cowboy over in fucking Wyoming, wherever he's from. So, and hey, I'm trying to be him when I grow up, bro. This dude over here chiefing cigars and just vlogging, like that's what I'm on right now. So, yeah, man, you know how it is, man. Truancy hour, just live in them conference rooms. Confident up type shit. I ain't bring the mic. Got the headphones though, but I ain't bring the mic. So that's where I'm at with it, bro. I'm about to see, man. I'm about to see about these about them silhouettes. I'm about to see about it. I gotta see. So yeah, man. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, man. I don't know what the title gonna be. It's gonna be what it, I'm gonna write something. Whatever. Drop it. Yeah. Peace.